All right. Well, we are excited to be joining you today for a preview of the digital signage experience. Steph, what do you think?
I'm really excited, Gary. I was so thrilled to, obviously get the chance to go back to this show this year. Digital signage is one of those areas in our industry that is changing the most and the most frequently. It is one of the areas in AV that is being most heavily influenced by AI right now.
Yeah.
And it just the face of digital signage, even since I have been in this industry the past 5 years, it has changed significantly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was talking to, you'll see this in my interview with Jonathan later today when we were talking. I, I, um, I remarked how digital signage in the beginning was like communicating from HR and communicating directions, like wayfinding, communicating signage information. Now it's advertising, right? Now it's branding. Now it's live events. We used to use the projection in concerts for just image magnification of the
mhm.
artist, but now we're putting content on there that is both artistic content as well as paid content, right? Advertising type content and immersion. Now now signage is part of hospitality. It's part of museums, and of course, with digital out of home, it's exploding. And then now we have this new market of e-signs and e-paper. It's really transitioned quite quickly, and it's one of the reasons why, Steph, I think that the whole industry needs to change its branding. I think digital signage is a bad term. I think digital experience is better,
Yeah.
or signage experiences or something like that. I think DSE's done a good job of that because they don't call the show Digital Signage Expo. They call it Digital Signage Experience.
Experience.
Yeah.
100% agree. And so the whole reason why we're doing this event today is because when I have talked to people in the industry and been like, hey, I'm going to DSC. I really think you should come. One of the biggest questions is, what can I expect from that event? Like, what's going to be there? So, we put together this event. We're talking to some key stakeholders, really big people who are going to be there to give you guys kind of an idea of why this event is so cool and why this is my favorite way to close out every year by going to this trade show.
Yeah, I mean, and it has no competition because there's not much else going on in December. So, should we do a platform tour or anything like that, or are we kind of
Yeah,
assuming
I'm
that
happy
all
to
know who
just
we
kind
are?
of quickly explain to people a little bit about how this works. So,
Okay.
if you have any questions for me or for Gary or for any of our speakers and the people that Gary and I are interviewing today, you can ask those in that area directly to our right. That is the Q&A. That is the easiest place for us to get your questions and be able to answer them. Directly below me and Gary, that is the poll questions. These are just kind of like our temperature taker to be able to see what portions of this you're engaged with. It kind of helps us when we form more events in the future to see what is really working from this event. If you continue to scroll down, you'll see the networking chat. This this is where all of you are. So you can talk to each other. You can direct message one-on-one. You can say stuff in the big group chat. You can message me, message Gary, talk to any of us. We love that. We do talk back. One thing about me and Gary, we do talk back. So continuing on, we have more information about our lovely speakers. You can connect with any of them by clicking on their headshot. It takes you directly to their LinkedIn page. And then if you keep going, you see a little bit more about DSE, how to register, and all of that information.
And they
So
can use our code, right, Steph? They can use, what is our code?
our code is rAVe PUBS, I believe.
Right?
I
Use the
hope.
Ray Pup code and you can get in to the show for free.
Mhm.
And yeah, so the first interview is you talking to David Drain.
Mhm.
So David's been in the signage market for 20 plus years. I remember meeting him years and years ago when there were like when the industry was sort of forming its
Mhm.
way out of a part of programmatic advertising as that was sort of just starting.
Mhm.
There was a customer experience show that he was in charge of, and he's been part of DSE now for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Exactly.
But tell us about that interview, and I'm looking forward to watching it.
Well, I was really excited to talk to him because I made him boil down his top 3 things
Oh,
that
good.
people should come to DSE for. I was like,
Perfect.
what are your top?" It was like, say you have an elevator pitch to give to someone about why they should come. What are those 3 things that you think people will really walk away being like, "Yes, I totally understand this market now." So, I think that that's the best little tidbit I can give you. So I think that
And if you watch this, ask us questions and we'll answer the questions because we're on here live.
yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll that now. Okay, very excited to be kicking off this event with our very first interview, David Drain of QuestX, who is also the director of DSE. So, literally the perfect person to talk to me about this. David, how's it going?
It's going great, Steph. Always good to see you.
Good to see you. So, how's it been getting ready? Are you busy? No.
A little bit, yeah. We're
Yeah.
in the final push, so here we are. It's about a month away, and I mean, we're excited. Can't wait.
Yeah. So, first question, just for the folks who maybe have never attended before, they're kind of just, watching this to figure out, like, should I go? Explain in a nutshell, what is DSE about?
Sure. I mean, DSE is a digital signage experience, and so if you're interested in any way, shape, or form in digital signage, then this is the event for you. So it's really we call it the ultimate gathering of digital signage experts. So it doesn't mean you have to be an expert, it just means that we have experts on hand to help guide you. And so if you are a systems integrator and you're looking to expand that aspect of your business, if you are obviously an end user and you're looking at implementing digital signage, or maybe you have and you're looking at taking it to the next level, it's both. It's a tech event for sure, but it definitely also focuses on strategy and just really the in content. And so it's an event for ideas and inspiration as much as it is for gear.
That's a perfect description. What can attendees expect if they come? This is their first time. What should they expect to see?
Yeah, so the event takes place in the West Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center, and everything takes place there. DSE is in the first hall, and all of our activities are really there at the convention center. And so it's a pretty condensed event. Unless you come early, there are some things for the early birds who want to take in extra things, like we have tours. We have, of course, the digital signage experts group giving their certification program. But I know that the majority of folks are going to be coming in on Sunday and going to the mixer Sunday night, and then attending the show on Monday and Tuesday, where we also have the conference sessions. Your badge to DSE gets you access to our sister show next door, which is LDI, Live Design. And so that's a live event tech show. It's a dark show, so they have the lights off, and because of all the lighting and lasers and things like that are going on. There are a lot of screens on that show floor as well. And so yeah, you'll have a very stimulating experience in terms of visuals to take in, but also an opportunity to get down to business with people and learn more and find out what you need to do to take the next step.
That's awesome. So I prepped you for this question because you needed to condense a little bit. So,
Yeah.
all right, if you could pick 3 things that you think are the most exciting about this year's DSE, what are they?
All right. So I put that I always have to be excited about our keynotes, right?
Yes.
And we've got the chief digital officer of Taco Bell.
I'm so looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We've got Thibaut from Gentle Hum, so bringing that Montreal cool, interesting design flair, and we've got Craig Winslow as well. So a number of great keynotes. And then I guess if I had to pick a second thing, we're doing an innovation park. And so this is a really cool spot where companies are sponsoring a topic. And so people can go learn about that topic and get into small group discussions about that topic. So that would be the second thing. And then I just love the awards. It's so much fun to host, but the projects are just amazing. And we just announced the finalists recently. And we're starting to kind of dribble out over social media all the category finalists with their videos. And I think, you'll be impressed as I am and wowed by the creativity, the innovation. It really is moving forward.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. I so appreciate your time. The last question I'm going to ask you is a very easy one. Where can people go to register now if they have not done so already?
They can go to digitalsignageexperience.com.
Perfect. Well, David, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you on the show floor.